Hey, Do It Your Way Corner today. Got a really cool device that I stumbled across a little while ago. It's a wireless remote transmitter. So why is this cool? Um, so this is what you got. You got a module. You got two remote transmitters. And hell, if you can read German, it comes in German too for your instruction manual. So it's this neat little box that fits underneath the hood of any vehicle. It works off of the battery, 12 volt. So you can kind of see here, you've got some 12 volt inputs, 12 volt outputs. Works a little bit differently than a relay. We can get to that in a moment. Comes with two transmitters. Fit on your keychain, works really well. Right now I'm using it on a 2019 Dodge Ram because mine didn't come with the truck bed lights. So bought some LED lights online and then basically hooked them up. And when you use this device, simply, and it's got a massive range, 100 yards or so. When I click it, you see bed lights like I just showed you here. When you shut it off, obviously, it goes off. So interesting thing is now it's happened to me a couple times. I decided to take a look at the device. It keeps failing, but I do like it. And, for low money, it's under 20 bucks. What happens is over time, there's an LED that's inside of this box. So when you trigger it to be on, you'll see a green LED, which I'm showing you here. And obviously when it's off, when the lights are off, the LED is off. Well, during the pairing mode, and we can do that another day, you apply battery voltage to it, you'll see this LED flash. And then once you pair it, then it will not illuminate if the lights are not turned on in the back of the bed. But if I do turn them on, the LED comes on. So right now, we get nothing. So we're going to take a deep dive into this thing. I'll show you what I found, and hopefully maybe it's a fix for you as well. See you soon. Okay, so we're back. So what I'm trying to do is show you basically how you can test this device to make sure that it's functioning. So as I mentioned earlier, what you have here are your DC inputs, a positive and a negative from left to right, and then your output, again, positive and negative. So I've simply attached an external power supply here. My yellow wire is my positive, and green is black. Green is ground for both sides. I've hooked up a quick little test lamp here just to see if we see anything, because the minute you energize this particular module, again, you're going to see an LED here that lights up if you trigger power to the lamp, okay? But what we're seeing right now is nothing happens here when I try to trigger it. So I've got a voltmeter that's going to measure the voltage output there. And then we're going to see if we get any status here with the LED. But again, we know this one's bad. So I'm basically going to turn on my power supply. I've got 12 volts coming in. I've got no green light. When I click it, and you can see I'm triggering it, I'm going to get nothing. And if I bring up my meter, we're trying to measure 12 volts, you'll see I've got nothing. So we got to find out what's going on. So let's see what we can do. We're going to take this thing apart. All right, so to take this thing apart, you're going to remove two screws. There's one here, one here. It's a smaller screwdriver. It's like a jeweler screwdriver. We're going to remove this cover, but I'm going to carefully remove it to see if we see any residue, any kind of corrosion, and looky there. So yeah, we got some kind of water that's infiltrating this particular remote transmitter. So again, what I'm going to try and do is just open this bad boy up. I'm going to see if we see anything. Look in here, an inspection. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the money shot right there. So we've definitely had some fluid invasion inside of here. So if I look very carefully, you're going to notice, and I've already seen this again, there's a resistor that's mounted in that location. It's R22 for anybody who wants to try and do a repair for themselves on this. And again, we're talking about this location right here. I've already removed it. It's right here. Definitely got some, brown crusties on it. So went online, I ordered the new resistor. I'm going to throw it in. We're going to test it. And just so you know, this is the actual part. I'm just going to bring this back for you. That's the part number you're looking for. It's a 560 ohm resistor. So we're going to come back in a second. Actually, take that back. Let's just take a measurement off of this right now just to confirm that our resistor is actually bad. Again, I've already done this, but just for the sake of argument, we're going to measure this, and we should see 560 ohms of resistance. We do not. It's an open connection. So we purchased, again, a resistor online. I'm just going to make that measurement here, just to confirm it. We've got about a 560 ohm within a couple percentage points, okay? So we'll come back after I have this resistor installed. We're going to solder it in, and then we'll test it out. Okay, so we're back. We did our repair. I had to switch locations and time. We had some stuff come up, so I'm going to do it from here at this point. So again, this is where we replaced our 560 ohm resistor. We're just going to flip this over. I'm going to show you that it fits neatly in that location, okay? What I'm going to do next is, just for a reference, it's actually R22. I know I mentioned it earlier, but we'll just do that again. I'm going to throw this cover back on, and then I think we're going to go to the truck and we'll test it in the truck. I'll show you how you can do that as well. And you could apply it, at a bench test as well, like we did earlier with a lamp, but we're going to do it on the truck. Okay, we're back. So I'm at the front of the truck, obviously. I've got a voltmeter hooked up to the output leads. Again, the output leads are on the back side here. I'll try and throw in a diagram for you. We're going to be looking at this status LED down here. So right now the lights are off. I've got my remote control here, and what's going to happen is when I trigger it, you'll actually see and hear the relay click, and we have an LED indication telling us that we actually turn the lights on. So what we'll do next is we'll just turn it off. I'm going to come back up here, and what you can then see is that we'll monitor that green light. We'll try and get both in this. You'll notice I've got 3 volts right now. That's just, we've got wires running the full length of this truck, so it's kind of like an antenna, and it's developing a voltage drop. So what's going to happen is when I kick on my lights, we're going to get that LED down on the bottom. We're going to get our 12 volts, and that tells us that we have light in the back of the truck. Good news. This worked for us. Hopefully it works for you. Hey, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully it helps somebody out there, and because my truck didn't come with these bed lights, so for $20 to be able to do this is pretty amazing, and it's super bright, long range. I don't know what more to say. So if this helped you, give me a comment, let me know. If you got any questions, let me know. Please subscribe, and I'll keep doing as many videos as I can, and if it helps you, that's awesome. If it doesn't, okay, move on. But you guys have a great day. We'll see you.